Alright everybody, so for those who are new, welcome to the Chris's Corners channel. My name is Chris. If you are returning, welcome back. Welcome to another patrol on the Precinct. Let's roll it. Today we're going to do the corner. So I'm going to try to find the hospital. So I'm going to try to find the hospital. I think it's in Brookhaven. Yeah, I think it's in Brookhaven. Somewhere around here. So I'm going to try to find the hospital. Because I think that's where the corner van is. Oh, wrong thing. So... Richberry South, I think is where it is. We're not going to respond to any call-outs today until we find the corner van. It took me like a couple minutes last time to find the ambulance for the last patrol. So hopefully I find the hospital today and we head there. Okay, looks like I found the hospital. Now let's see about finding the corner van. There is the corner van. So we're gonna open the doors again, and we're gonna change into our uniform. Close the doors. Kelly's got his on. Corner response. When driving a corner van, you'll receive callouts from corner dispatch. These callouts will require you to place bodies into body bags and transport them to the morgue. Entering a difficult vehicle disables corner callouts and restores your normal police duties. Alright.
Corner vehicles, dispatch is active. Stand by.
And then we're going to turn callouts on, because that's obvious.
Remains awaiting transfer following a fatal hit and run.
84, Adam. Show us handling.
Affirmative.
We have a fatality. We're going to cover the body, and then we're going to grab the gurney. And then grab the gurney. Okay, no. Alright, and then we're going to shut the sirens off. We're going to move the body into the morgue. That's our job today, at least. Drop this one off more. Let's unload the gurney again.
Transport concluded. Remains received and logged.
Yeah. Close the doors.
need an examiner unit to respond for post-collision fatality.
Central, we'll take that.
10-4 received.
Alright, so it's across the city. This body's across the city. So we're gonna go there, collect the body, take it back to the hospital. Okay, so we're calling the tow truck over there.
84 Adam, forensics transport needed. Vehicle connected to crime.
Understood. Tow crew will handle it.
So we're gonna call out
Traffic, tow unit for vehicle tied to investigation. Forensic unit.
corner. Unload the gurney again.
Yeah, removal confirmed. Area is all clear.
Nope. Okay, so we're gonna go and load the gurney. Okay. Then we gotta close the doors.
Oops.
Okay, West of Vernal Medical Center. There's another hospital there, so that's good to know. Where is the coroner's office? Right here. Open the doors.
Transfer complete. Deceased received by morgue staff.
Okay, so we are going to take Garney back. Load the Garney into here. And then interact, close the doors.
Fatal street robbery confirmed. Recovery and intake needed.
Okay.
84, Adam. Show us handling.
Copy.
Someone murdered someone in a mugging gone wrong. Alright, and then we're going to unload the gurney again. Press T. What the? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to load bodies. Probably there to pick up the suspect. Hey, so the corner ones don't have a timed thing like the ambulance does, or some of the callouts do, which is very amazing. We're gonna take them to the back of here. Unload the body.
Transport concluded. Remains received and logged. Recovery required for deceased following a hit and run.
On our way, dispatch.
Affirmative.
Cover the bag. Then let's get the gurney. Let's get the gurney. Then we're gonna close the doors. Bring out the gurney again. Unload the body.
Deceased successfully transferred to morgue custody.
Alright, and then interact. Close the doors. I do like the morgue callouts, I really do.
Coroner transport requested for deceased from a hit and run incident.
84 Adam, show us handling.
Roger.
We have a graffiti vandalism down here.
Dispatch to 84, message received.
Cover the body. And then let's open the doors. body in there. Should have closed the road off, but whatever. Okay, perfect. Now close the doors and then take it back to the morgue. That's all done.
Transfer complete. Deceased received by morgue staff.
Alright, that's perfect. Thank you, dispatch. As soon as we try to get out of the hospital, we're gonna get a call out.
Fatal hit and run reported. Examine the unit to handle transport.
Control, we're on it.
10-4 received.
Sorry. Run. Cover the body. Oh! Did not mean to pull my gun out in the middle of a corner scene. Body. Thankfully, hospital's close by, so we can go back to the hospital again and drop off the body.
Transport concluded. Remains received and logged. Coordinate transport requested for deceased from a hit-and-run incident.
84, Adam. Show us handling.
Affirmative.
Oh, gurney is required. Okay. So we're gonna. No, I have no I forgot to do the gurney.
Dispatch requesting coroner for deceased at scene.
Copy that.
Ah!
Affirmative.
Vehicle collision with fatal outcome reported. Recovery unit requested.
Central, we'll take that.
Roger.
Okay, so somebody hit somebody with a vehicle? Okay. Yeah, so probably a murder charge for her. Okay, it's almost the end of the shift. So we're just gonna drop this body off.
Deceased successfully transferred to morgue custody.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is drop this off. We're gonna get this dropped off to get towed. We're gonna wait till 2 and then we're gonna have it towed.
Examine a transport needed for deceased after a fatal mugging.
Shift's over. Yabba dabba do.
Alright, so we gotta do it.
10-4 units on their way.
Where's our patrol vehicle? Yeah, so today's the end of our shift. Okay, I hear gunshots. I keep hearing gunshots. From maybe over here. I keep hearing gunshots. Yeah, I keep hearing gunshots. Alright, so anyways, I like the corner call-outs. Like, personally, I like them because they're not timed and they're not, like, putting pressure on you to hurry up. As the
84, this is traffic. That collection has been completed.
As the ambulance call-outs are timed and require you to have pressure. So anyways, I like this whole update so far. Maybe I'm gonna look into the whole drug stash thing because they did do the update to the drug mechanism that you can find a stash of drugs. So I'm gonna look into that and maybe we'll do something like that next patrol. Like next update, there should be a fire truck update where you can call fire trucks to vehicles on fire and stuff like that. So anyways, if you like this patrol, like and subscribe and share all that fun stuff, please. And we'll see you on the next one.